Welcome to the Creator Vibe. So the Creator Vibe had to get a rebrand. It happens. It used to be called the Creator Insider. So just an update there if you get lost trying to find the new show. This time, we're just going to do a complete refresh. We're actually going to do video, but this is still audio if you're listening on Spotify or any other platform. But if you want to watch the video, you can head over to YouTube and look up Chris Higa, Higa, and find this video. So I have a couple special guests. I have Kyle Lightning over here. Oh, you're not going to say hi?
I don't even want me to say hello. Yeah, hello.
And then, hello. And then I also have Nicholas, official lens creator.
Yep.
So in today's episode, we are going to be going over Snapchat spectacles. So if you couldn't tell, these two already are wearing the Snapchat spectacles. So as you can see, Kyle over here is, I'll let you go.
Nick's wearing about 10.
Yeah, exactly. So Nick actually is wearing the latest pair, and there's a reason why he's wearing the latest pair and I'm not. And there's a good reason for that. And Kyle over here is wearing the Nikos, correct? Yeah, there we go. The Nikos. So they're both great pairs, and I still am the favorite of the basic original classics. Don't ask why, just there's something about these, the first generation, that still has me stuck to them.
They are great.
I used to have the latest generation, that was the Gen 3, and as you can see, Nicholas now has them. They're perfect for him because he's way more advanced in 3D work, and the new spectacles use this new feature with 2 dual AR cameras. And I tried it. It was fun to be first on the experience, but I don't see myself taking the full potential out of it. I see me taking full potential out of the iPhone camera over the AR, and also Kyle over here has the latest pair also. So now, Nick, how's your experience been? And you've had them for a week or two now?
Yeah, about like 2 weeks, I think.
And what phone are you using, just so they know?
I'm using a Google Pixel 3 XL running Android 10.
And Kyle, how long have you had your pair?
What? Which one? That's the question.
Actually, fun fact. Kyle actually has, I want to say, 6 pairs?
It's 5. 5 pairs.
Is it 5? Only 5. So we got
the OG.
Oh, there we go. He'll show us.
I got the Spec 2s in blue. I got
pretty.
Where's the other one? There's a pair of it. These ones got sellotape to a drone, but they're still the Spec ones. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. I got the Nikos, and I have the Gen 3s. So, but I love cameras. I absolutely love them. So
now with the Gen 3, how's your experience been with them? How long you've had them? And what I think you have an iPhone, but I don't remember which one.
Yeah, so I got an iPhone 10s, and yeah, I like the Spectacles 3, but I still prefer the 2s. I just think like they're good, but I don't know, they're not the essential camera in my eyes. So I prefer like these ones because it's just a GoPro on your head essentially.
And I think
like the Spectacle 3s.
And then, do you see yourself using the AR features on the Spectacles 3, or are you just using them because of the camera quality?
I'm definitely using. Oh,
go on, Nick.
Okay, yeah, I like the Spectacles 3s myself. I feel like they're more of like a power.
Can we pause for a quick second? If you guys are watching on video, Nick is using Snap Camera. If you guys don't know what that is, go look it up. Take a peek at his nose when he turns.
I'll just talk like this. I'll talk at an angle.
This is a lens he made. What is it called so they can find it?
It's called elongated. It's actually it's in the Lens Explorer like all the time. So if you just press on the screen to pull up the lenses and you swipe up, instead of bringing
you to find it.
Yeah, it'll bring you to the Lens Explorer, and it's usually there somewhere. Just depends on how high up it is.
That's great. So
Yeah.
where were we again?
Okay, yeah.
So
I
Nick
really
was saying about the Spec 3s.
Yeah. I used to have the Spec 1s, just like both of you here, and I really did love them. They were super cool. They were lightweight. The only problem with me is that I use prescriptions with them, and they didn't really look great on my face. They were a little too round and a little bulky. If I had them as normal sunglasses, I'd probably keep them for longer, but the Spectacles 3 just provide a more elegant look, sort of. And as for the features, I'm kind of more of a power user, and I feel like the Spectacles 3s are more of a power, like
I must
AR.
say though, Nick, you made the most out of the Spectacle ones. Like you
Yeah, the
pushed
thing
them
is
to
that,
their limits.
yeah, I have bad eyesight, so I need prescription lenses. So I decided just to get prescription lenses for my Spectacles 1s, and now I have them for my Spectacles 3s. So I'm literally wearing them all the time because I need them
which
to see.
is really good because you don't have to think about taking them out. Like these are sunglasses are great, but like when it's dark and when it's like just not a
Exactly.
place for video sunglasses, like I can't pull these off. This is what I like about Nico. They're like almost invisible spectacles, but like with yourself, you can use them wherever you like. And I think that's really cool.
Yeah, and the Spectacles 3s really aren't subtle about being video glasses. They're really something unique. I
Yeah.
really like that about them. But yeah, they feel like more of a power sunglass, AR sunglass, or video camera. With I can now officially be called 4 eyes because there are 2 cameras on this, and plus my 2 natural eyes, they make 4. But yeah, I just love the AR features. Hold up, if you're watching this on video, I'm holding up a viewer, 3D viewer, which is just a Google Cardboard that Snapchat sends with the Spectacles 3s, so you can actually view your snaps in 3D, which is super cool, and I love that feature.
And what's
I kind of yeah, go ahead.
What's neat also was how easily Snapchat added, they changed their UI. If you guys haven't used these viewers, and if you have spectacles and you head into the videos and you tap view in VR, the whole UI of Snapchat completely changes the work for the glasses. And when you tap on it, it will scroll through all your spectacle videos. And it's very neat that Snapchat changed their gallery to work with this, and that was very nice of them. And what they did too is they went out of their way is they made it work for any type of phone. From if you have a smaller phone, an Android phone, it seems to work pretty well on most devices. I don't know if you've had any problems.
I don't know how well it works on iPhone since I don't have an iPhone, but
how do you find it with your eyesight though? Like I find the cardboard aspect is like hit or miss for me. I've got to get the phone exactly in the right point to match with my one
really
eye.
depends. Yeah, it's such a small view, so it's kind of tough, but it really depends on your IPD.
That's good.
If you have
not
too
just
small of an
just
IPD,
me then.
Yeah, and also people who don't know what IPD is, it's the measurement of in millimeters, the distance between your left pupil to your right pupil. Mine is 69 or 70. Nice.
What was going to say?
Kind of like barely makes it, but it works well.
I didn't really use that VR viewer, the one that came in the box. I have my own, and I'd pull that out, and that allows me to adjust the focus rings. So I think
but
that
then again,
might be
if you
something.
wanted to use it pro, you would just do what you've done, Chris, and gone something more professional. But the provided one's great.
Oh yeah, for a new user that's never tried them before, they're super cool. It was super easy to fold over and flip the box together and put it together. I love that they give you that whole little experience too.
Yeah, but it isn't VR. It's a 3D viewer, so you can't look around or anything.
No,
you can't even turn your head. Cool. You can't even turn your head like side to side.
And that's what I thought when they introduced when you export the video and it has that view in 180 on YouTube to YouTube. I thought that was going to support the YouTube. I don't know if you guys are aware of the YouTube 180, where you can kind of just look up, look down, left, right, and that's about it.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought Snapchat was going to like crop it in where you could get that same effect. Maybe that could be possible.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that is a future feature.
Yeah, that would be really neat.
Yeah, I feel like that could be something they added in because the Spectacles have a wide angle lens. They're not a normal like 16:9. They actually record a circle format.
If you export in the
Yeah.
4x3 format, you'll see that square.
That's why in Snapchat you're able to turn your phone, so you can actually kind of see like a sort of 180 view of everything. So hopefully they crop it in, and then like Chris said, you're able to move it around.
Correct. Now, I think I asked it, but you guys both kind of didn't really say it. AR, have you guys both played with Lens Studio on spectacles yet? And have you gotten a kick out of it, or is it not really? For me, I thought I would get a kick out of it, but to my level, it just doesn't grab me just yet. Maybe when there's a couple other little things they add. What's your guys' opinions?
For me, I love the AR feature. Oh, Kyle dropped out.
Poof, he vanished.
He'll be back. Do you want to just pause this, or are we live?
Oh, no. He'll be back in a minute. Don't worry.
Okay. Should I wait then?
No.
All
Well,
right.
unless you want to tell me also, I didn't know you could get the version 1s prescribed. You had these ones with prescriptions?
Yes, I got them from Glasses USA, and my my eye insurance covered it.
Oh, okay.
Kyle's
That's
back.
pretty
All
neat.
right.
Kyle's back.
We were talking about how I got prescription lenses. Yeah, so
Let's-
glassesusa.com, they have a whole page just for spectacles. They don't have the Spectacles 3 listed, but what you can do is you can buy the prescription lenses for your Spectacles 1s, and they fit right into the Spectacles 3s. You just pop the
wow.
lenses out. Yeah, be careful when you're doing it because you don't want to crack the original lenses if you want to keep them.
Are they with the 3? The 1s are plastic, but the 3s prescriptions are glass now, correct? Or are you not sure?
Yeah, I think so. But the prescriptions are glass, anyways. So so from the Spectacles 1s, I went from plastic to glass, and then for the Spectacles 3s, I went from glass to glass.
I think the version 1s were plastic and plastic. Version 2s were plastic with plastic frames, but you could get glass lenses if they're prescription. Version 3, that's the Nico. This is where I get confused. I think there's 4 versions. Nico, I consider 3 because it's a whole different design and it's a whole different generation. But they call them Nico and what's one, Riley or something? What's the other female version? Veronica. I consider those version 3 all alone because they're a complete different piece of hardware.
Yeah.
But Snapchat doesn't. I see where they're going with it. Like Apple has, you got your iPhone, the iPhone 6. They mix it up, and I can understand where they're going with that.
I think they didn't call them the Spectacles 3s is because they didn't add any really new features. The Spectacles 2s were an improvement over the 1s because they were waterproof. I don't know if the lenses were the same or not.
Correct.
Yeah. So I think that's why they kind of call them the Spectacles 2.5 instead of 3.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
And then version 4s is what you're currently wearing. Yeah, I say those are version 4s because now they're a whole different piece of hardware. They're metal chassis, like a stainless steel and aluminum chassis.
Yeah, they are.
And
definitely
they're super nice.
Luxurious and premium feel.
And then with their glass lenses also. So that was they explained the price tag jump too. So that was something I wish Snapchat could lower it by like $50 maybe, just a little bit.
Yeah, one thing I don't like about the Spectacles 3s is the comfort over the 1s and 2s. Because the 1s have
just a little.
Yeah, have a built-in bridge.
Right here. Oh, I know. Right here. Yeah, exactly. So with the older ones,
let me see if I can take them off for people that are watching. There's almost like a temple. What is that? Is that a temple thing? No, nose bridge.
Yeah, correct.
Adjustment. You can adjust individually, but with the Spectacles 1s, they just had it like on the edge of the frames. Yeah, you can see Chris is holding them up.
Well, also if you
kind of hard to describe.
What I really liked was this curve. It makes a huge difference. That bar right there does affect your face. I've had a few times where I had a bar right there because I wore it through the whole day.
I've just adjusted mine kind of enough so that the bar isn't touching my forehead.
Smart.
But definitely, I can see how that would be an issue if you couldn't.
But I like them forced against my face. I don't know if it's weird and that's a user thing. So you're right about that. I like them pushed against my face because wind hits it versus coming around. It's a solid piece. That's been my experience.
Yeah. Also, I adjusted the back adjustment. So the Spectacles 3s are just more adjustable, I guess, which kind of makes a lack of comfort. over the
Correct.
Spectacles ones. They are comfy still. Oh, and Cal's back. Good. Let's go back to the AR part.
All right, go for that. I'll let you go.
Yeah. So I'm as an OLC, I'm kind of loving the AR part. I haven't really made or pushed out any new lenses for these spectacles, but I did update some of my older ones to work with the Spectacles 3s. The one thing I was kind of most curious about was physics. How does the new physics feature in Lens Studio that was released in Lens Studio 2.1 something, how that could work with the spectacles, you know? Because the one major difference with the spectacles lenses versus normal camera lenses is that they're not done in real time. They're done post-process. So they process, like, it runs through the video and like is able to get future information and apply it back. So that's why you're able to get like the future path feature. It's kind of hard to describe. You just kind of have to see if this is like one of the things you have to see for yourself. But with the physics, it does work, and it works probably better than it does in real time. Other cool thing is world lenses. So like what I like to do is I like to add a character into the world in Lens Studio, then push it to my spectacles. Then I can have like a fake conversation with the person, and it looks like it's from my POV, and it's super cool. It just kind of goes to show that like AR is kind of the future, not only of entertainment, but like, you know, even real-time VFX. You know what I mean?
And what's neat is specs don't have a competitor yet. No one has tried making a pair. Well,
Apple might try.
There's no pair that I'm saying.
No,
there's no product out there like this, and that's what makes them. It was the same thing with GoPro. GoPro is the same thing. They were the only, I don't know where mine are all at right now, but there's some around. They're the same thing. They were the only ones that existed, and that's why they're so big and they have so many generations. Now, do we think they'll have a competitor in the next couple of years? Like, will we see something that's as advanced? Because Snapchat's been at this for 4 years or 3. I can't think of the exact year. They've been in it for enough years that I don't know if anyone. Yeah, you think so? Oh, you're muted, by the way. Here, say it. No, I muted you. So you'll have to repeat that. They didn't hear you.
I was just saying, yeah, it's been about 4 years since they started. But that spectacle's not AR.
Correct,
so.
Yeah.
And kind of the birth of the spectacles, you know, the V1s was super interesting. Like in major cities, they had these kiosks, vending machines. Cool. I never got to see them myself. I actually bought my spectacles ones used. And I think the guy who I bought it off of bought them used as well. But I really would have loved to experience that kiosk thing. Now they're just selling them online.
But back to a conversation earlier before I dropped out, I was about to say, like, you and Chris were debating about the differences between the Nikos and the Spec 2s, and Snapchat not treating it like an actual different product. But I don't know if you saw this, but the packaging, like the difference between the Spec 2s that come in their little plastic
tennis ball,
what people like to call the tennis ball box, into an actual really nice unboxing experience that, like, it's just such a
you know who had the wild experience? Well, the last pair.
Technology's not changed.
Yeah, and the last pair, Gen 3, was a complete different unboxing, because you open it up and it's just this beautiful welcome. And then there's this first box up top. There's one box up. Yeah, there's multiple boxes. It was a very nice experience.
So it's like this tall box. Am I opening it upside down? Yeah, so it's just this box and it kind of unravels. And there are different layers in the box that you can pull out and stuff. There's nothing in here because I took it all out. But it was really a great unboxing experience.
Yeah, it's definitely a complete different experience. Unboxing. I was gonna say unlocking, but unboxing those. And
just feel like you're unlocking a video game item, like some enhancement.
Exactly. Well, what's so neat too is how have you tried the Wi-Fi feature? When you get home, they connect to the Wi-Fi and upload.
The Wi-Fi feature is not available on Android. I looked it up.
No, really?
Yes, but there's one feature that I love that no one talks about, It's
Let me guess. Notifications.
Notifications on your spectacles.
Yes.
So there's a light when you record, and it's on all the spectacles. There's an LED light that like shines, so you can see it out of your peripheral when you're recording. But what the Spectacles
nice,
3s did was they added an RGB light.
with different
well,
colors.
RGB LED. So it can flash in all different colors. And when it flashes yellow, I know I get a Snapchat on my phone. And it kind of reminds me of what Elon Musk said during the Joe Rogan podcast. My good friend Joe, I'm just kidding, I'm not friends with Joe Rogan. But he said that people are already cyborgs. The only problem is the bandwidth problem. We have our phones, which allows us to look at anything, anytime, as long as you have an internet connection, right? They can just have infinite knowledge, just kind of, storing information outside of our brain. That's what being a cyborg means. And then now you have smartwatches that you always have on, that you can get, notifications on, you can tell the time, anything. And now with these spectacles, that just kind of enhances that, where you can forget about like having memories. You can just press the spectacles and it's recorded in perfect quality, and never degrades. It can never be manipulated. It's immutable, unless you're using lenses on them. So it's just something cool to think about, kind of bypassing our biology and just leaving most of our brain function to all the technology around us.
So where was I going to go? I think I was going to go with something with this, but we lost Kyle again. And I think we're almost done. I don't know how long we want to make these podcasts, so definitely just drop me a DM and let me know. So anything else we should go over about the specs before we close it up? Did we miss anything with the latest pairs?
Yeah, I don't know how you feel about this, Nick. Obviously, I know you traveled around with the spectacles, but that feature on the case, especially when you're wearing them, is just the dream.
Yes. The collapsible glasses case is just such a nice design. I don't know if Snapchat made this design or it's like common in other sunglasses, because I don't wear sunglasses because I need glasses, normal glasses.
It's the same size as the Specs 1, and this was horrible to travel with, but then when you're wearing it, it's just the same. Well, it's smaller than Specs 2, which is
it's the exact size of my phone. It's the exact size, so it fits in your pocket. It's great, super portable.
I think I've actually. Oh no! I thought you could put money in there. But yeah, I think spectacles as a product as a whole is a really nice experience. Like whatever pair you get, like Chris still rocks the Gen 1s, and he'll still be able to pump out high definition funny videos from just the first generation. So
yeah. Also, I'm super excited to see what the future holds for the spectacles. The Snapchat Partner Summit was canceled due to an abundance of caution for the coronavirus. That's what they said, to control the outbreak. And now the virtual Partner Summit was delayed again because everyone's working from home. So once they do announce the stuff, I'm hoping they announce like 60-second video so you can record 60 seconds continuously, a whole minute. Hopefully some more AR features. That'll be fun to see. But there's a lot of potential with the Spectacles 3s.
All right, awesome. So if you guys have any feedback, just make sure to follow Nick. Name some of your social medias where they can find you.
Yeah, you can find me on Snapchat at Nick-Dominici. Not a slash, that's a dash, the minus thing. So Nick-Dominici.
And Kyle, you there?
Kyle dropped
out. We lost him. You can find him. You can just search Kyle Lightning exactly like that, and you can find his YouTube, his Instagram, and his Snapchat very easily.
Yeah, his Snapchat username is Kyle_Lightning. Lightning as in lightning bolt. Yeah, super
awesome.
Good. That's Kyle.
So
KYLE. Just in case there are any other spellings.
All right, awesome. So make sure to follow the Creator Vibe. I want to say Insider, but I can't say that anymore. So love you to whoever took it. Not going to call him out, but Nick knows who did.
YouTube.
Shoot. Well, there goes the legal issue now. JK. So I really appreciate you guys listening or watching. This is the first episode of watching. Maybe on the next episode, Nick had brought up the Snap partnership. Maybe we'll talk about all the events that were canceled, from NAB to Instagram's W9, or what's it called? What's Instagram's called? Or
Instagram?
Facebook's? F8.
Yeah.
So yeah, we might let's see. Maybe on the next episode we can talk about how that's been for all the big brands and what they're doing about it. So make sure to have a great weekend, you guys. Sorry, I'm looking down at my stuff right here. So have a great weekend. See you guys on the next podcast.